NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at the Golden One Center in downtown Sacramento. Tonight, it's the Sacramento Kings taking on the Brooklyn Nets. One by Brooklyn.
Hey, switch, I got him.
Kyrie. Wide open look, won't go.
Ooh, I can't believe he didn't get that one to fall. But at the end of the day, he got an open look, and that bodes well for this team.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Knocked loose. Trey Jordan snatching it out of the air.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Durant. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Brooklyn's got it. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Kyrie Irving, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 87% from the line. Knocks down the first.
Good shot.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Good shot, baby.
Step through to get to the basket.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Drives, but shot won't go down. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Jordan. Irving. His first effort off the mark. And the basket good at the rim.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable. And almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Slam dunk for Hollis Jefferson.
And easy too, get back on defense.
Beyond the arc for 3. Drills the 3.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Brooklyn with the basketball. Knocked loose. And scores.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Substitutions.
Irving.
2 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Count the basket inside.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
This is like a boxing match. If you fight against a great boxer, if he keeps jabbing you at the face, eventually that body will open up. You keep giving up layups like that, boom, a body blow is on the way.
And counted at the rim.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Just under a minute to play here in this opening quarter. 4-3. Those shots today have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get 1 or 2 to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
And count the basket inside.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you. But it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
In a flash, scores at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Here's Irving into the front court. Down a bundle. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They look lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks to the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Robin Lopez sends it away. That'll do it for the first quarter. And the Kings right now feeling good. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second.
Substitutions.
It's a turnover as they head the other way. Kings with the ball.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
Kyrie across the timeline. Trailing by 15. Short jumper won't go down. all by himself. Creates his own shot there.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
8 seconds. It's going the other way. And he finishes at the rim.
Here's lesson number 1. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of break dance move they might hit you with.
From the painted area, won't go down.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chipping.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. To Jordan. Off the assist.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Curling inside. Got it.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
Knocked loose. Going the other way. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Nothing going here on that drive. LeVert with a shot, no good. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose, our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Kings dominated this matchup from the opening tip. And before the game, I had a feeling they might come out strong, but not like that. Needless to say, I'm a bit surprised by how well they executed their offense. These are the guys getting buckets for the Sacramento Kings. These are the guys getting buckets for the Brooklyn Nets.
First half stats. Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Five on the shot clock for Sacramento. Barnes. Tough shot. Well defended. Durant. Count the basket at the rim.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
It's the Kings now with the ball.
Trap. Here we go. Double team. Double team.
To Harrison Barnes. Buddy Hield. And a nice finish at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Hollis Jefferson. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Fires the three. And the rebound taken down by Durant. Irving into the front court. His guys down big. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Nets have the basketball to Durant. Probing the defense. And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions. Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. It's Sacramento ball. Defense forces the turnover, and it leads to points.
We used to hear that saying all the time, a two is a two, keep it moving. No, a two isn't a two. It can be a dagger sometimes when the defense has mental lapse like that. He deflates the energy of the D by making easy lays.
Durant. Oh, that's how it's done.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
And scores. Strong take.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
To Hollis Jefferson. Barnes matched up with Durant. Harrison Barnes with a piece. Kings have the basketball. Easy path to the rim.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Nothing going here on that drive. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
The Kings will use a timeout as their coach wants to get away with these guys here in this third quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. To the rim, lays it up and in.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Grant with the basketball. Down a bundle. Sacramento ball. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Ed, I miss this feeling so much. It's so special when the game becomes so slow and so easy that it takes you back to a younger version of yourself when you're just out there at the park doing those same moves for fun.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
De'Aaron Fox trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 72%. Off the mark on his free throw. I don't know what the defender was doing there, but count the points.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Grant with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Can't connect. Not the best shot with the defender right there.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
Grant with the basketball. He'll run the offense.
Screen.
Nothing going here on that drive. Has a chance. Deep. And a putback slam. Fires the three. That misses with 3 seconds left. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Long key from three-quarters court. That ends the third quarter. The Kings dominating so far. basketball here as we start the fourth quarter, and they have really not shown up tonight. This has been a very disappointing performance.
I mean, they've been outplayed in every facet of the game, shooting, rebounding, even taking care of the ball. Even the managers of the opposing team are running out there faster to clean up the floor than their managers are.
Kevin Durant has it.
Here we go.
Oh, emphatic slam. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Barnes. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Durant. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Count the bucket for 2.
Same old tricks, same bag. Ain't nothing new there.
To Durant. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Short jumper off the mark.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout as they'll talk over here in this fourth quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Number 41, Wesley Johnson. Into the game for the Brooklyn Nets.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Cruises inside for 2.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to...
Sign me up. Kyrie with the rock. Has a look. Irving no good with the shot there.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
To Irving. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. It goes down.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Layup goes down. Well done.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Nets have it. Kyrie Irving lines it up for two. It's no good. Great defense.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
First one, count it. Able to convert on both free throws. And an 8-second violation. It's going the other way. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
Number 3, Jaren Grant. One minute left in the fourth quarter.
Durant. That's no good. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Durant. Slams it down.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs a guard on the next play down the court.
Knocked loose. And he'll go to the foul line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Jaren Grant at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 78% at the line. Misses the first. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Trouble getting the ball across half court. That misses with a second to go. It's the Kings who get the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Kings put on a show in a blowout. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Sacramento Kings. It wasn't surprising to see this team on the losing end of this matchup. They weren't very good with their execution, and they suffer for it. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game stats. Player of the game.
And while you can't track leadership on a stat sheet, it was by far the most impressive thing he did in this game.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Kings match up with a significant margin. They did it with blocks and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Sacramento Kings.
Player of the game.
And what we have here are highlights worth 1,000 words. There's no question he stood out amongst the rest in today's matchup.